Hello there and welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Have you ever wished you had just a little more time to play? Or maybe when you're waiting for something, you wish time would just hurry up? Well, guess what? Today, we are going to learn a real life secret about time that is so amazing, it sounds like it came straight out of a magic show. Okay, so I have a really fun question for you. Do you think it's possible to stretch time, like a big rubber band? Could you make one tiny minute last as long as 10 whole minutes? It sounds like something from a make-believe story, doesn't it? Well, what if I told you that one of the smartest people who ever lived discovered that it's actually true? So, our adventure today starts with a secret. A secret that was hiding right in front of everyone for thousands and thousands of years. It's a secret all about time itself. So let's get our imaginations ready and find out who discovered it. A long time ago, well, about 100 years ago, there was this incredibly curious person. He was always thinking and wondering about the biggest questions you could imagine. He'd look up at the stars and wonder, how do planets spin around? And what holds all the stars and galaxies together? But his biggest question of all was, what exactly is time? This super smart thinker had a name you might have heard before, Albert Einstein. Can you say that with me? Einstein. He had this famously wild, poofy hair that stuck out everywhere, and inside his head was a mind that was just buzzing with the most incredible ideas. So one day, after so much thinking and imagining and writing down all sorts of numbers and symbols, Einstein had this aha moment. He found it. He discovered a secret rule of the universe. And this rule was so surprising, so strange, that it almost felt like it couldn't be real. It totally changed everything we thought we knew about time. Okay, so are you ready to hear this mind-blowing secret rule? Here it is. Listen very closely. The faster you move, the slower time goes for you. Isn't that just the weirdest thing? Let me say it again, nice and slow so we can really think about it. The faster you move, the slower time goes. Whoa. I know, that rule sounds totally bananas. How can just moving fast change time? Well, to understand it, we're going to need to use our most powerful science tool, our imagination. So let's pretend, just for a minute, that we can visit a special place. We'll call it the magical slow-mo zone. So what is this magical slow-mo zone? Well, it's an imaginary place where if you move super duper fast, time itself starts to get all stretchy and weird, kind of like bubblegum. It's not a real place you can find on a map, but it's the perfect way for us to picture Einstein's secret rule. So, what would it actually feel like to go inside this zone? Let's find out. We're going to go on a little imaginary adventure right now to see this rule happen with our own eyes. Are you ready to go? Okay, for our adventure, we need two very important things. Two best friends and two special clocks that are exactly the same. So before we start our experiment, we check their clocks to make sure they're perfectly matched up. They show the exact same time, right down to the very same second. Okay, you ready to meet our two friends?
All right, here they are. Over on the left, we have our fast runner. And when I say fast, I mean she is going to run faster than you can even imagine. And over on the right is her best friend. He is just going to chill out on a park bench and wait for her to come back.
Okay, our runner is at the starting line. She's getting ready. On your marks, get set, go! And whoosh, she is gone. She's zooming off faster than a cheetah, faster than a rocket ship, so fast that she runs right into our magical slow-mo zone.
And what about her friend on the bench? Well, he's not moving fast at all, is he? He's just sitting still, watching the clouds go by, totally outside of that magical zone. For him, everything is normal. The birds are singing, and time is just ticking by at its regular, everyday speed.
And she's back. The run is over. Okay, Now comes the biggest, most important part of our whole story. Let's get a really close look at both of their clocks and see what happened to time for each of them. Let's check the runner's clock first. Remember, she was moving so incredibly fast inside that magical zone, so her time moved very, very slowly, just tick, tock. And look at that. Only one little minute has passed on her clock. Just one? Yep, just one single minute. But now, let's look at the clock that belongs to her friend, the one who was just waiting on the bench. His clock was outside the zone, so it was ticking away at normal speed. Tick, tock, tick, tock. And for him, 10 whole minutes have gone by. Wow, that's a lot more. Just look at this. When we see their clocks right next to each other, you can really see the magic. For our fast runner, her clock just went tick, tock. One slow minute. But for her friend on the bench, his clock went tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock. 10 normal minutes. They started their clocks at the exact same time, but now their clocks don't match at all. So, what does this actually mean? It means that our runner, because she was moving so incredibly fast, really did experience less time than her friend. Her 1 minute was the same as his 10 minutes. It's like she time traveled into the future, just a tiny little bit. It is one of the most amazing secrets in the whole universe. Okay, so now that we've seen the story of our two friends and their clocks, let's put all the pieces together one last time. This will help us make sure we really, really understand Einstein's amazing rule. Let's go through it step by step. First, when you move super fast, it's like you're in that slow-mo zone. Second, while you're in there, your clock ticks really, really slowly. Third, for your friend who is just sitting still, time is ticking by normally. And now for the super cool part. If less time passed for you, that means you are actually a little bit younger than your friend now. That's so cool. Okay, everybody, let's say the secret rule together one last time, super loud and proud, so we never, ever forget it. Ready? The faster you move, the slower time goes. That is Einstein's incredible secret. And now, before we go, I have one last big question for you to dream about. If you could really run super duper fast and make time slow down just for you, where in the whole wide world would you go? What amazing adventures would you have? That's a fun thing to imagine, isn't it? Thanks for discovering this incredible secret with me today.